Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have two new cards today. We have, first off, the Flashback Morata card, and then we also have a new gameplay objective Lewis Miller card. So I'm going to see if I can unlock that card myself for this account and then basically take it from there. Or if we get it tomorrow or something, we'll see, guys. But for Flashback Morata, guys, we're taking a look at a card that is 6'3", medium work rates, right-footed, 3-star skills, 4-star weak foot. So as you guys know, right off the bat, I'm not a fan of the medium work rates in FIFA this year, but in his case, he would have to be used next to somebody else because it could actually work for him. We're obviously going to take a look and see in game. Base card stats or player traits, he has none. He has 87 acceleration with 93 sprint speed. So we are going to be giving him the engine chemistry style to boost pace, dribbling and passing as much as possible, because with Morata in game, because he is a tall player, 6'3", unique body type, we want to improve his dribbling stats as much as possible. So we're going to be giving him an agility of an 85 for balance with 97 for dribbling, right? So do I feel like I'm going to notice that in game? Yes. Do I feel like you have to go, if your play style has to be very pass and go type? Of course, right? Because it's a physical type striker. But base card stats or pace will be at a 92, 98. Shooting is set up nicely for this card with the 90 for finishing, 84 for shot power. Is a decent cutoff for the meta of the game. He also has 92 attacking positioning, which is pretty solid too, with a 4-star weak foot. So it doesn't have the skill moves, which isn't a problem. You guys know me, it's pass and go as much as possible. So the shooting is perfectly fine. Base card stats for passing, not great at long passing. It's definitely a card you mostly use as a striker. You wouldn't really play him anywhere else. Whether it's a lone striker or a 2-striker formation, preferably 2-striker in his case. Dribbling on the card we will be experimenting with because of the unique body type as well as a 6'3" height. He has 97 heading accuracy with 89 jumping, so he could actually potentially win the ball in the air and score some headers for you too. And then he even has 85 for strength. So with Morata in game, guys, we will be using the 4-4-2 tactics to kind of force some attacking AI stuff out of him. We're going to play him in that. Yeah, we'll play him right striker. I'm going to switch that here. St. Max over here. And then we're going to put this here. And switch this with Chiesa. Nice. The only instructions I'm going to have for the strikers is going to be stay central and come back in defense. And then we're basically going to test out their base characteristics, because I just tried out the João Felix card on medium. And if you guys haven't watched the review on that, it's a good way to test out the card, because in this tactic, you force the runs out of the cards with forward runs. So we'll see how that works out, man. Hopefully he's decent. This guy has a red Mane in his team, man. This guy got lucky. Look at that. Red frickin' Mane. So that, I was kind of like analyzing the way he ran. Oh, hello. Body feint. Touch. There you go. Good stuff. Play it off. He made the initial run there. Then he did stop, which does make a lot of sense for the medium, to be fair. Okay, so he makes that aggressive run right off the bat with the tactics that we have, which wouldn't be a bad thing. We do have to work with the comeback part of the card. Like if he makes that aggressive run, it's that track back that we're looking for. See, so aggressive right there, but he does the track back afterwards. Near post? Nice, there we go. These types of cards, it's touch and shoot, right? Touch and shoot, touch and shoot. Touch and shoot, touch and pass. Good track back. Really good track back. Oh! Oh my goodness, Conte. Shot cancel. Shot cancel. Oh, I didn't even register that time. I know, here's the thing, guys. I have to shot cancel in this game, because if I just shoot, he's going to save it. It's too close to the goalkeeper. Almost. Maybe one more touch after the roulette there? It's hard to get the touch after the roulette, though. Oh, hello. Maybe, yeah. You know what? They should allow you to score from those angles. They really should. Like, it's weird that I still have to go for, like, some extra stuff there. Oh, if that pass was better. That pass was better. He was actually making a solid run there. Okay, so the near post again there. The driven pass, first time left stick, guys, is like a really huge meta this year. It's kind of what you have to work with as much as possible for your attacking players. That touch was so strange. He should never have made that touch. That's so weird. Nice, good stuff. Guys, to be honest, as a striker, as a secondary striker, he is actually usable. He is. Even just that play right there, even with the medium work rates, that run was actually really solid. Again, touch and shoot. You kind of wait for him to get into those areas. When you're building up the play with the two strikers, you kind of go for these little dribbles and these little trackbacks that the players do. And it is usable so far. Foul, maybe? Oh, what is happening? That pass was a huge letdown, by the way, because he was making a good run. Hello. There it is. Gotta use that heading. He actually kind of has like an animation for it too, which is interesting. Yeah, so you have to work with that a little bit. Don't dribble too much, but the run was good though. The run was good. Just have to pass that off quicker. See, touch and go, touch and go. Nice. See, touch, shoots, touch, shoots. You get that driven, you get that one left stick touch, then boom, that's it. Oh, the small little touch there. What the heck? Oh, I shouldn't have dribbled downwards. That was a bad mistake by me. It's the track back, you see? Like, he actually behaves like a striker. I was trying João Felix out in the secondary striker position. Like, you could definitely tell that in this year's game, the original position is usually where they belong. Like, if it's like a left mid, then he belongs like left mid, right mid mostly, you know? Oh, that was sick though. I like that he was explosive himself. What an interception, by the way. What was that? Oh, these law passes. Okay, we'll take it. Okay. Okay. I was gonna go for a header, but Chiesa did an amazing cross there. That's a good run. Had that. Yeah, I had to go for that. I knew he was going to push his goalkeeper. That one was my fault. It's good that he makes that run. It's just, it doesn't make sense for me to make that pass there. You know what's good? As an actual striker, he's not a bad medium. And it's because he's playing in his original position. Like I said, I was trying to use João Felix there, and he just doesn't belong there, you know? Oh, hello. Touch, maybe? Oh, I was going to get that there, too. No, the bounce pass was so poor. I should have done a driven instead. Wow, I actually got the chip there. Good. I had to use the L1 right stick flick to kind of get him in a better position there. Okay, guys, so final verdict on the Alvaro Morata card. So in regards to how he performs in game, guys, the engine chemistry style definitely makes the most sense for the card because of his base card stats for shooting already being in a decent area, considering the fact that you give him an extra pace boost, some dribbling boost, some passing boost. I think it's definitely very important because with a card like this, it is very touch and go oriented. You don't want to dribble too much with him, although obviously you could because of the fact that he's a physical type striker. So obviously, guys, for the meta of the game, he's not going to blow your mind, right? But for the type of card that it is as a physical striker, he's actually impressive for what he offers in game. Because, guys, you guys know me, I don't care about the skill moves too much, right? It's just touch and go movement as much as possible. With Alvaro Morata on his weak foot and his strong foot, if you get those driven past left stick touches and you get into those near post areas, those far post areas, the base card stats for shooting being at a 90 for finishing, 84 for shot power, 92 attacking positioning actually works out well for this card. Now, for me personally, guys, when you look at this card, it already screams at you that you have to use him as a secondary striker. It's funny, man, because here's the thing. I used Ron Felix card earlier today for the review. You guys can go check that out if you guys want. Because he's a center forward, right? For me personally, I've noticed that this is a trend this year for me, okay? I like him the most as an actual center forward, right? That's the most. Like you can use him as a secondary striker, but it doesn't feel like he belongs there, right? With Morata being a striker on a medium work rate and 92 attacking positioning, he actually does move across the pitch well as a secondary striker. I was actually surprised. Like I was using him on the stay central, comeback and defense instructions, and it was perfectly fine. Actually, sometimes with the stay central, he would sometimes move into the side positions, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't mind when a player overcommits because sometimes you make the pass poorly, like I did that one time, right? But the whole point of these guys making those aggressive runs forward sometimes is the track back. You look for the track back when it comes to these types of cards, and honestly, he does that. So if you want to unlock the card, right, as a concept card, it's not on the level of like, how would I say, like they released Asensio. Like I wasn't crazy about Asensio, right? Even though you have to use him in a specific way, like you probably have to use him in his original position, like right wing, all that kind of stuff. But if your intention is to use this flashback Morata as a secondary striker, and you know, right, that he's not going to be like a meta card, obviously, but you can actually use him if you're decent enough at the game as a secondary striker to work those certain spaces, he's actually pretty solid for a physical striker. I was very surprised. I thought he was going to be like very generic, but he worked out, man. Just 8, like I said, secondary striker, guys. Like it has to be in a 4-4-2 or something. Because for me as a lone striker, medium's like you can do it, but the buildup is gonna be weird with him not being next to somebody else. Because there were some situations, guys, where I got the touch with him, which would, to be honest, he was actually pretty solid at doing the first time touches. That one situation that happens sometimes in FIFA, it's very strange, right? But with Morata, there's moments where I can make that pass to the secondary striker, which is what you have to look for when playing this game. I can make that extra pass to the left mid, right mid. Giving him that passing boost on an engine chemistry style is very helpful with that type of stuff, right? So, I mean, the comparisons that you would make with a card like this is in the striker position, Serie A, obviously, for physical type strikers. So you would be taking a look at the Diego Militos, the Cheeto Immobiles, and obviously Boris really liked using the Cheeto Immobile card. I used Cheeto's card, and I'm going to be honest with you, he surprised me, but he also has high medium work rates and high shooting, so it kind of like works really well in this game. But Cheeto is the only other physical striker that you would compare to, but it's 130k, right? There's also Simeone, who's a little bit physical oriented, but more about pace and kind of getting the right position at the right time. High work rates kind of performs a bit differently. Arnautovic as well. Arnautovic for 14k is really cheap for what he offers in game. Honestly, Arnautovic would also be really good in a 4-4-2. So if you want to compare an Arnautovic to a Morata, I would just use the Arnautovic card. But guys, I'm telling you, I think the SBC is up there in price. I'm going to be honest, right? For a card that's like not necessarily in the meta of the game, 80k is a little bit up there. I wish they did this. I like when they do concept cards for like 50k. You know what I'm saying? Like the Zaniolo card, the Asensio card, they're not crazy cards to get, but they're 50k, right? 80k is a little bit up there in price, in my opinion. But is he actually solid in game for a secondary striker? He is. Just don't expect him to be like a meta card, right? But he's really nice. Just 2 striker formation, 4 222s, 4-4-2s, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace. Love you guys.